The developing world in general, and China in particular, is still going to be active in sourcing demand in the high-cost West. I just think that the growth rate of exports from what is a very high base in China right now will begin to subside. I don't see inflation coming back as a result. I think, if anything, we'll probably see foreign sourcing of domestic demand from the West just spread out throughout Asia, probably moving into Eastern and Central Europe as well as Latin America. And in large part, the only thing I could see getting in the way of the low inflation that's being driven by globalization and economic development would be an outbreak of trade frictions and protectionism. My main concern is that the U.S. Congress does something that is really stupid and enacts legislation that would impose very tough sanctions on a broad array of Chinese products sold in the United States. China could then retaliate. The retaliation could take a variety of forms, putting tariffs on U.S. goods sold in China, restricting investment flows into China, or the worst action would be the one you alluded to, diverting its foreign exchange reserves out of dollars. That would be a particularly difficult outcome for the U.S. and for world financial markets. The big story for Western investors in looking to China over the next 3 to 5 years is that the mix of growth is going to change. It's going to go from disproportionate focus on investment and exports to, I think, a growing emergence of the Chinese consumer.
The end of February, there was some panic on the Western markets because of a big drop in China. Do you think we are getting more vulnerable to the developments in China?
I think that was more a coincidence than cause and effect. There were also other developments going on that were drawing into question, for example, the U.S. economic recovery that occurred at exactly the same time. So, yeah, you know, lots of things today are made in China, but I don't think global stock market trends are made in China yet.